converse and connect. He's a creator of Rapid Dog, the style checker tool. He runs his own website. He is with TWT and he has conducted multiple conferences and a GitHub workshop. He has presented on multiple topics related to AI in tech docs and other contributions to help the community. And now over to you, Gaurav.
Thank you so much, Preeti. And it's good to hear about yourself. So thanks a lot. Okay. And as always, Puneet likes to keep my session second. So even if you get bored, please bear with me for next 45 minutes. I'm going to share my screen. Let me know if you are able to see my screen. Thumbs up, thumbs down, yes, no, anything.
It's visible. It's visible.
Great. Thank you. So what we are going to see today, I have already shown in one of our presentations. And this is an iterative improvement on my earlier tool. And what it does now and what's the future course of action with this is what we are going to see today. So the name of the tool is Rapid Doc, and it's basically a AI powered technical writing assistant. What it does and why it does it, what is the technology behind it. We will be seeing a demo and the future of Rapid Doc. And at the end, if you have any questions, please feel free to ask them. So the problem that we are trying to solve is this. Currently, peer reviews basically take time, and they are no longer, I mean to say, most of the peer reviews cater to particular style guides. So an individual or human peer reviewer reviews the style guide or knows the style guide in and out and reviews the content. Then the style guide, basically we cannot integrate the style guides into any of the tools that we have, be it XML based authoring tool or any other tools. Basically we cannot integrate our style guides directly, and therefore they offer limited accuracy on the content we are writing, and the maintainability is also less, and basically all sorts of things are there. So from the peer review perspective, don't just think about peer reviews as reviews which are done by your editors or done by your peers. It encompasses whole lot of um profiles. Like, say for example, there is a marketing team, there may be a marketing team in your organization, and they may have their own content and style guidelines. So they also need some kind of reviews on the things that they have, the banners they have used, all the collaterals that they have written. So peer reviews basically uh, are basically covering across the departments in an organization. They are not fixed to one department, which is technical writing. Now, the solution that I have is RapidDoc. What it uses NLPs. So there are multiple natural language processing libraries that Python offers. It uses AI, and the result, as you will see in a moment, is RapidDoc. So there are multiple layers about this RapidDoc using NLPs, artificial intelligence, and some of my experience as well, depending on the errors that I found in the tool. So since we talked about Spacey, which is a natural language processing tool, I'm not sure how many of you know about Olama and Llama. So since these are the core technologies that are being used in RapidDoc, so it becomes very important to give me some overview on what these technologies are. So Spacey is a Python library, and it basically knows grammar thing in and out. It can recognize words, adjectives, subjects, and other stuff. So it is one of the most powerful libraries regarding grammar, that you can find in Python, and Olama and Llama. So basically, there are many models. Say, for example, if you use Chat GPT, you might have seen it offers 4.0, 4.5 research preview. So these are the model names. Now, these models basically are hosted somewhere, maybe on cloud, they're on premises. They are basically hosted. Now, what if you want to use your model locally on your machine, any of the models? So there are models which you can basically download from internet and run it locally. Now, to do inferences with the model, to talk to model, to have discussions with the model, you need certain kind of a helper. So basically, here in Olama comes into the picture. It provides an interface wherein you can directly do some kind of inferences with the model, which is Llama in our case. So in this project, Rapid Doc, I have tried multiple models. Llama 8B, which is trained on 8 billion parameters. I have tried to use this. I have tried to use Llama. Llama is basically uh, a model which is an open source model given by Meta, Facebook. So I have tried Llama 8B, 3B, I have tried Mistral, and I have tried Granite. So these are the 4 or 5 models I have tried, and the best results I have got is from Llama 8B. Currently, we have Llama 10B as well. I have not tried it, but I'm sure that the results will even be more amazing. So this is a kind of overview. And basically, Olama and Llama, these are also used in RAG. So RAG basically is a short form for retrieval augment generation. So herein, consider you have a library, and you want some information. So basically, you can use RAG as a pipeline. It will search through the library, and it will give you correct book or correct encyclopedia, whatever that is, based on the keywords. So all you have to provide are the keywords, and once you provide these keywords, you can use RAG to interact with the model, and it will be basically generate the kind of responses you are looking. So the core technology in this tool is Spacey, Olama, and Llama, and there are multiple others we will see in a moment. So what about RapidDoc architecture? So RapidDoc basically is using Python and Flask. So Flask over here is web UI, and it offers real-time analysis, and everything is visible on screen in real time, what it is doing, how it is doing, and what all things are it is analyzing. Then we have core analysis engine, which basically uses Spacey. So Spacey, basically, as I have suggested or I have said, it is a kind of a library which knows grammar in and out. Now, Spacey can be used in 2 forms. You can use Spacey's feature, which is pure morphological analysis, or you can codify Spacey to behave as you want it to behave. So in this case, I have used pure morphological intelligence of Spacey, no hard coding, the as is code which is available, so that we can scale the system. We can basically, whenever you hard code, you always find new errors that you need to fix, and you have to basically update that hard coded code. So I went with this pure morphological analysis, and that's how the rule engine is built. So we will talk about rule engine in a bit detail later, but just to give you a glimpse, so what I did is I picked a style guide. I'm not sure which style guide your organizations are using, but my organization is using a very specific one, which is IBM style guide. And there are Microsoft manual style of technical writing guides. There are Google developer documentation guide. There is Chicago manual style of technical writing. So there are multiple guides and multiple supplementary guides as well used in different organizations. So what I did, I built a rule engine around the guides we use. Now this rule engine is very configurable. Like if you want your style guide to be implemented, all you need to do is write rule in a specific language, and you are done. Now this may be sounding very technical, like writing a rule in Python in a specific language. It's not. We have chat gpts, we have Gemini, we have Cloudy, we have Cursor. So there are so many tools. You all you need to do is just tell the tool that you want a code in this format, use this, that. So you have to prepare some prerequisites, certain kind of boundaries, and the code it will give you is will be perfect. So that's how I scaled it. I did not write everything manually. Now, then the last thing is AI processing layer. So this is the new stuff. So the core analysis engine, the front end layer, I presented in my earlier session when I displayed this rapid doc. This time around, I have added this AI processing layer. What it does, we will see when we see a live demo. But this AI processing layer, it uses Olama to interact with Llama 38B, and we have two iterative writing. So basically, it rewrites everything that you have written. And follow my words, it rewrites, not rephrases. What happens with most of the tools that we have, say for example ChatGPT. If you use ChatGPT, what happens, you give it a sentence and tell it to correct the sentence, correct grammar, or whatever you want it to do. ChatGPT or any of the tools that we have in the market, they simply rephrase everything. The core meaning remains same, but you will forget. It will be like machine readable. I mean to say, it will be machine written, and it will be dry. It will not have that human emotions in those sentences, and basically everything will be correct, but it will remove all the things that you have in place, emotions, conversational style of writing. It will rephrase your sentences entirely, keeping core messaging same. So that's what I tried to do over here. I tried to ensure that it does not rephrase, it corrects what you have written, so that there is always a human involvement with respect to the sentences that it gives. So yeah, and everything is private. Like all the things are happening locally. There is no internet interaction as such. Everything is happening on your machine. Now, what all it can do? It can basically process your documents. Say, for example, you are using a Matcap layer. Since we saw Matcap layer earlier, so if you are using Matcap layer, you can copy and paste all the XML related things into the tool, and it will analyze your text and give you errors, and even correct the errors for you. So it can basically detect and process all these things that are listed on the screen: .docx, PDF format, Markdown, ASCII doc, data, direct input, web. You can basically use any kind of format to test and verify. Now it is enterprise ready. I have basically made it very modular, highly productive, and all you need to do is, if you want to basically use the same solution, all you need to do is modify the rules as per your organizations, as per the this style guide your organization is following. Now performance. Now earlier, let's do a comparison. So earlier, if you send your documents for editorial reviews, I'm not sure what all organizations are following editorial peer reviews, but I think most are, because they are very important. So peer reviews, manual peer reviews take time, anywhere from 15 to 30 minutes, depending on the size of the document, the content, and the complexity. So 15 to 30 minutes on an average. And in this case, it's almost immediate. You paste the content or upload the content, and it almost immediately reviews your content and gives out the errors. It is highly flexible. You can integrate any style guide, single click AI rewrite. All you need to do is click a button and it will rewrite your sentence, not rephrase. Again, I am using this rewrite. It will rewrite it to follow correct technical writing standards, and it is compatible to your branding and style guidelines. So every organization has different branding and style guidelines, so it is compatible to that. Now here, you may have a question. If even if you don't, I have this question for you. Like, what is the use of using this tool? Why can't I go to Gemini or Cloud or Chat GPT and ask it to correct my sentences, or ask it to correct the grammar, ask it to implement Microsoft manual style of technical writing? Do this activity. Use any of the models, most powerful models that are available till date on any of the platforms, any of the applications. Give it a simple prompt. Do you know any, say for example, XYZ style guide in and out? It will say, yes, I know style guides in and out. Can you correct this sentence or this paragraph or this document based on the style guide that you just said you know in and out? I won't be saying the answer. Just try these prompts similar to these, and you will be amazed to see what the response is. Based on my testing, this tool that I have developed, it basically complies 100% to your branding and style guidelines, because it is you who made it. It is you who wrote the rules. It is you who designed the platform, and it knows everything in and out. The second thing is, the model that you have used over here, we have used over here, is Llama 38B. Now, there are certain instances which using which you can train the model. So currently you are using a kind of a pipeline using Llama, this and that. But what if you can use a model that you can train? Every time you do a peer review, it trains the model. So after, say for example, a year or so, you have your own model which is trained on your style guide, that you can use directly without any kind of pipelines, which knows your style guide in and out. So every time you do a peer review, it trains the model. Every time you do a second peer review, it trains the model again. After a year, and you do not have to prepare any kind of data sets. You do not have to use any kind of training tools like Google Colab or Kaggle. You have to use this. Just simply a pipeline which can test your peer reviews and train the model at the same time. So the opportunity over here is vast. At the same time, this model, or whatever you are doing at present with RapidDoc, it is catering 100% to your branding and style guidelines. We will see to it in details. And since manage this slide, I have specifically kept it here to please the management, because they like numbers, and I do not like numbers, to be precise. But this shows the capabilities of the current setup. The future setup that I have just talked about, it simply out of this world amazing. Now, for the current setup, if you are writing rules, you can write 3x faster rules, 100% accuracy. There is almost I have written 67%, but it's almost zero, the maintenance cost, because everything is on GitHub, and there can be a team to modify or update rules. Privacy compliance, everything is local, nothing is hosted, so everything is private to your specific laptop. If you want to host it, there again are multiple platforms using which you can use, you can create APIs, and you can host APIs, keep the model separate, and interact with the model using APIs. And then you basically it's very fast. So peer review time decreases from 15 to 30 minutes to almost 2 to 3 seconds. Content quality, basically, I'm not sure if organizations follow, but most of the organizations in even if it's Google or any of the major organizations who follow major writing style guides, basically they target for 9 to 11th grade level. So any kind of content that they have written, it should be readable, it should be understandable, it should be meaningful for anyone who is studying in ninth or 11th, ninth through 11th grade. There is almost no technical debt, and it's highly scalable, modular, and everything is enterprise ready. Now, the strategic advantages over here, it's cross platform, scalable, privacy is always there, and everything is in real time. If you want more information on the documentation, let me share at first. So I have prepared an extensive doc set for this tool. So this is the doc set. I'll share the links. So how to add a new rule? It basically gives you examples how to add a new rule. It walks you through. All you need to do is follow this, the things that I have here, step by step. Step one, step two, step three. How to add ambiguity detector? Step one, step two, step three. What is ambiguity detector? There are multiple sentences wherein, say for example, um, you have used a lot of it. In, say for example, the system is responsible to configure this and that, it uses this and that, then full stop, it uses this and that. So the many a times when you use it, they, them, there, this increases ambiguity. Like, what are you talking about? Is it referring to something earlier in the sentence, or part of the sentence, or what? So these type of ambiguities. One more example is it is to be done. Now, it is to be done is, this is a straight passive voice, but and which does not have an actor. Like, who is doing what? It does not have an actor. So how will the model that we have integrated understand what it needs to correct? So that's how you build ambiguity detectors. Currently I have a base ambiguity detector which can detect 10 or 10 to 11 type of ambiguities, and these are the things: missing actor, pronoun, unclear subject, vague quantifier. I have added two or three more, and unsupported claims, fabrication risks, excessive certainty. Like, we recommend you doing this. Now, recommend is a very important word, and we generally do not use it in the technical docs. Recommended and unsupported claims that you will for sure get this. Like, for sure, I am using a vague word, but for sure means 100% certainty, guaranteed. So we do not use guarantee word in technical docs. So if you have these kind of ambiguities, it will detect those ambiguities. If I talk about system architecture, I'm just playing with the documentation over here. So I have already explained this. This is a high level. So we have a web browser, then interface. You will see the interface. Then we have APIs over here. Then we have core processing layer, and then external services that we have used. Now, don't get confused when I say external services. This is all local services that you have, but they are not part of the application. They only come into picture when you use AI rewriting services. So that's why I have kept it as external layer. You can review the docs in details and follow other stuff. As for the link, here is the link. uh, Now, um let's see a demo. So this is the code, and this is in active development. This is not something which is finished. There are many things that I have to do. There are many things I have to implement. So the active development is going on. I'm using actually two screens, so bear with me. Yeah, this one. So I won't be going into the code in details. You can always review the GitHub repository. Once you have cloned the repository, all you need to do is this: go to the terminal. And I have actually used Docker as well. So if you want one-click functionalities, all you need to do is run this command, this one. And this is a single command that you can run on your terminal, and you can use the rapid doc. I have actually renamed the rapid doc as well. The new name you will see in just a second. So basically, once this is one way, like to use Docker, the only prerequisite is you should have Docker on your systems. The second thing is you create a virtual environment on your machine. If you do not create a virtual environment on your machine, everything gets downloaded locally. And if you create virtual environment, there is a virtual environment directory which basically acts as a directory which has all your dependencies of the project. So create virtual environment directory. The instructions are all there here. Clone, you create a virtual environment, you make it as a source. In if you are using Windows, you basically create virtual environment like this. And so once you create a virtual environment, since this is a Python and Flask app, all you need to do is type python app.py to run the application. And the best thing is I have used a lot of logging information so that the way you can check it, like what all has been loaded. So as you can see, sentence rule, second person rule, ambiguity rule, all these are found and loaded. Quotation marks rules, period rules, colon rules, dashes rules, eclipse rules. There are 140 rules that I have codified at this point in time, almost covering 80 to 90% of the style guide. And then it loads basically a style analyzer, like it will analyze, and then it connects to OLlama so that we can use the model llama 38b. Successfully loaded, and prompt configurations rewriter is also available, which will rewrite the docs. Now I have used Ruby as an engine to detect the languages, ASCII doc, markdown, these kind of languages. And then everything is ready finally. So these are the ways using which you can confirm what is working, what is not working in your code. And this is the output. So if I refresh, as you can see, we get this link: access the application at this. So this is the link, and I have renamed rapid doc to content editorial assistant. Now I have refreshed over here. This is the interface. Now, this is very simple interface. There are many features that I'm trying to implement over here. One is I am trying to, as you can see, these are the things that I have, but the color is not visible due to CSS issues. I'll be correcting that. But analytics, like analytics on your writing, like how are you writing, how well you are writing, you can see that. Analysis history, like what all you have um, tested using this tool, the settings on and off, like over here. If you see, we have procedure, references, concepts, what you want to try. You can basically upload your documents. These are the formats that are possible. So currently there is a lot of scope and a lot of active development which is going on. And all these things that you saw here, you can access all this in system health as well. You can check the system health. Currently, it uses the API, but it displays raw JSON text. I'll be making it pretty, but this is the system health, and you can log in also. This again, it's just a icon, but you can log in. You can basically use within organization to create logins and other stuff. Now let's come to the core part. So I have Gemini access. So what I did with Gemini, I asked during this meeting itself, I asked it to give me a paragraph to test the features that I have here. So this is a paragraph that it gave me. I'm going to test this exact paragraph, and I'll show different texts as well. So this is the tool that you get once you run your document locally. You can upload the file, you can browse the files and upload it here. All I'm going to do is copy and paste. I have copied and pasted the content over here. It's a simple content. You have to select what type of content it is. Concept, it is a concept. So modular docs, and all the docs should be modular. All the technical content should be modular. Concepts should be in one folder, references should be in one folder, procedures should be in a different folder. Not folder, different file names. So what kind of thing it is? It is a concepts in, because we are explaining type of concept, and I'll click on analyze text. So it says starting concept analysis and analysis completed. It gives you these errors as well. As you can see over here, grade level I have implemented, but since there are multiple iterations to the code, it is not correctly detecting, but 9 to 11 is the best grade level. Now, this is the paragraph that I have pasted, and these are the errors it found. It found 42 errors. You can download the reports from here on of the errors. You can attach in your Jiras, and these are the errors it found. Say, for example, uh, contraction. So consider spelling out the contractions for a more formal tone, especially in legal or inferences or legal documentation. Verbs, consider rewriting in the active voice. Exclamation points, replace the exclamation point with a period. In tech talks, we do not use exclamations. So there are a whole lot of things that it found, and I deliberately pasted a content which is full of errors. Now, what you need to do is, this writing analytics will have a new kind of UI. Currently, it's very basic, which detects passive voice, average sentence, complex words. But I'll be adding more analytics over here. Click on the, you can either download the report from here or generate the report. If you click on generate, detail generating reports. And if why I have closed this, because the report functionality is not 100% correct. So I do not want to show you which is not 100% correct. Click on AI, rewrite. Now what it will do, it will start analyzing your content and generating AI rewrite. So it will take some time to generate, but this is not time actually, 4 or 5 minutes, depending on your laptop's capacity to handle large models. But I have a simple thing over here as well, which is already completed. This is the text, and same 42 issues found over here. And this is the content that it gave me after the AI rewrite improved. It primarily focused on minimalism and all the corrections of these errors. And as you can see, it does not basically rephrased your content. It rewrote your content like in order to. This is kind of a fluffy word. We do not use in order to, as well as, these kind of things, because they add weight to the text, add extra words to the sentences. So we want to be minimalistic, so directly to take advantage. Now I went to Gemini and I asked, like, original text, this is the text that you gave me, this is the text that it gave me, here is the AI written text, here is the AI written text. I just simply copied and pasted the entire thing from here to Gemini. I said, how is AI rewrite performing on the scale of 10? So since I implemented my own style guide, it says 9.5. Now this is, you may be thinking that it is not 10, not 10, but consider I have already only implemented 80 to 90% of the guides. Still, I'm getting 9.5 as an answer. So it's very close to 10. The minor thing only, it basically, it sounded is first person improvements. But since we are not talking about why I missed zero point 0.5, the thing I wanted to show over here is it's highly accurate, and it is not rephrasing your sentences, is rewriting what you have written. It is not taking away your writing powers, to be precise. Now this is about this. Now next question may be like, what if I want to use, my organization uses Madcap Flare? Can I paste XML files? Yes, please go ahead. My organization uses Markdown. please go ahead. My organization uses ASCII doc. Since my organization uses ASCII doc, I have created a sample example for ASCII doc as well. So this is a example. Now how it parses ASCII doc, let me show you. And you can see this is now ready. So it almost takes 4 or 5 minutes. I pasted the entire thing. I did not delete anything to make it compatible to this tool. No, you do not have to delete anything. Just copy and paste. It will analyze, it has all sorts of AI integrations to it to analyze what type of text it is, how to parse that text, what to make out of that text, what to skip, what to keep, what to do, what to do this. Now I have placed it raw ASCII doc. I'll click on analyzing content. So here it says document title. So in ASCII doc, it correctly detected this is the title. Doc title, then there is a heading, then attribute block. This block has been skipped because we do not review code. So this is basically our attribute doc and it has been skipped. Then it paragraph, it analyzes the paragraph. It does all sorts of analysis, this, that, and it recognizes tables as well, heading, final review, everything. So, and you similarly, you can use the AI rewrite feature as well. Now, the thing is, you may not experience all these errors. I deliberately choose a very wrong form of technical writing just to test all my errors. You may experience 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, depending on how you have followed your style guide, how closely you have followed your style guide. But the thing is, it is completely taking away manual review time, editorial time, and it basically using AI at the back end and Spacey and Flask at the front end to detect and correct whatever you want. Now, there are two stages. You can use these suggestions to correct your sentences directly here, or you can use the AI rewrite feature. It completely depends on you. So I think I have spoken a lot. Let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Gaurav. It was a great, insightful session. I think we have one question. Can we find error in organization doc template using this tool?
Yes.
Do we have any more questions? Yeah, Indumati has one question. Can
Yes.
this be integrated in the authoring tool itself?
Yes, you can integrate it. There's a separate process altogether, but yes, you can do that.
Hi Gaurav, can we connect with the customers directly about any topics that we create? Can we get the feedback from the customers?
Feedback. Actually, this tool, the primary purpose of this tool is to complete editorial reviews for you. So for the
Okay.
customers, I'm not sure like how customers will fit into this. We can probably think more about it, but no, currently it's not for customers. It's for our to be used within organization kind of stuff.
Okay. Thank you. Great initiative. Yeah.
Hi, Gaurav. Am I audible?
Yes.
Thank you. I thank you for this amazing session. It actually opened my eyes. Uh, so great work at developing the tool. Now, my question is that in an organization, right, we write for um, multiple outputs. Okay, so there will be FAQ questions. Okay, there will be user guides. There'll be quick reference guides or tips or release notes. So at this point in time, the tool is doing a general edit, or the way in which we write an FAQ is definitely different than how we put an instruction in the user guide, right? So does it cater to each scenario separately, or it's generally editing based on the style guide at this point in time?
So it caters to each scenario separately. So as you have
Okay.
seen, let me show you. So I hope my screen is visible.
Yes.
So as you can see over here, we have content types. Now, what is happening? In my organization, we have only these three content types. If you
Okay.
want to use different, say for example, FAQs, you want tips,
Hmm.
this and that.
Hmm.
All
Hmm.
you need, all a person has to do is go to this.
Hmm.
And in the rules directly, basically you have to basically define the rules mappings. We can talk to
Okay.
it separately, and in the rewriter you have to basically tell the AI rewriter or the spacey analysis to detect rules based on the tips. Say for example, what I'm trying to say, visualize what I'm trying to say is this. Say for example, in the rule mapping doc, currently I have paragraph over here, and paragraph should be checked for these rules. Okay.
Right.
Now, what if I have tips? What if I have FAQs? So in the rules
Hmm.
mapping doc, you will create a tip um, thing, and
Hmm.
you will write all these things. Like should the tip should be checked for articles, inclusive language, plurals, possessive, prepositions, pronouns. It's up to you what you want to check for a specific part. Like for
Okay. So
paragraph, I
basically
want to check
define
this.
the rules for our particular content type, whether it is a tip
Yes,
or an FAQ. And let's say
yes,
for an FAQ, we might not want the answer to exceed certain number of words. Then that is how we'll define
yes,
in the
yes.
rules. I mean, okay, got it.
Exactly. Now these rules are coming from as these abbreviations, adverbs, anthropomorphism, articles. These are coming from the rules directly. So
Hmm.
like
Hmm.
for the punctuation, we have base punctuation rule, we have colon rule, we have comma rule, we have dashes
Hmm.
rule. So these rules,
Hmm.
these are basically the definitions that we have created. Say for example, in the base rule, I have created this base rule definition. In commas rule, I
Hmm.
have created this comma rule definition. So this
Hmm.
word, keyword, I can use
Hmm.
anywhere now
Yeah, that's
in the
right.
rule mapping doc. So
Hmm.
this is
Hmm.
how you can create.
Understood.
Now in my organization, we have these three. There are more. Actually, there are five.
Hmm.
But since I am focusing on these three, so that's why you
Hmm.
have found these three.
Hmm. Understood. Right. Thank you. It's scalable. That's the short and quick
Highly
answer
scalable.
we can include.
Highly scalable. Yes.
And this is so you're developing this tool for your organization, or are you doing it as a personal initiative to productize?
So initially, it was kind of personal initiative, but
Hmm.
things have changed. So I won't go into
Yeah.
details what things have changed, but yeah,
No, no, no. That's okay. And that's just on the lighter side. And
yeah,
anyways, I'm a fan and a follower. So, so literally stalk you on LinkedIn with your blogs and articles. Thank you.
thank you. So it's highly scalable, and all you need to do is write rules and basically update the mapping. That's it.
And that's a lovely thing. Thank you.
Hi Gaurav, great presentation. This is Shant here. Uh, so, is there a way to automate the suggestions that was given by a rapid doc? For example, if I run the rapid doc and it tells the errors, and can we automate the implementation? I mean, if there is a mistake in the sentence, can we automate the correction as well?
So yeah, that's what AI rewrite is all about. So what it does is, So imagine this. You have ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Now in ChatGPT, what you do is you give prompts, like you paste something, then you give prompts, correct
Yeah.
this or give me that information, this information. Over here, what is happening, the tool uses spaCy to find out the errors in pure morphological format. Now
Yeah.
once those errors are found, these errors are automatically acting as prompts. Now you are not prompting the model, you are not giving manual prompts to the model. At the back end, these errors are forming the prompts, chunk of prompts, and telling the model, okay, this paragraph has these errors, for say for example 42 errors. Now 42 errors may have say for example 3 passive voice errors. So the
Mhm.
model will get one error that correct this sentence for passive voice. It will not go sentence by sentence. It will trigger the number of errors, send the model the prompt automatically at the back end, and the AI rewrite feature will automatically correct or implement all those things for you automatically without any kind of manual intervention.
Okay. Great. Thanks.
Welcome.
Another question, Gaurav. So, when the tool rewrites the content, right, how do we ensure technical accuracy?
So one thing, uh, as with any AI tool, there has to be a pair of eyes, that is your eyes,
Hmm.
to review whether it's correct or not. So you cannot
Hmm.
rely on AI 100%. The second thing
Hmm.
is, it is just rewriting. It is not rephrasing your content. So say for example, it found passive voice error, it will correct the passive voice for you. It found some non-inclusive language, say for example, um, master or something, these words, so it will correct
Okay.
those things as well. So it is not rephrasing the sentences so that it loses its technical aspect. It is just correcting or correcting your sentences based on grammar, that's it. And
Okay.
one more, since I have
Hmm.
this Grammarly thing in the chat, so I
Okay.
want to basically humbly disagree with Grammarly suggestion. It is not Grammarly. One thing, you do not know what kind of code Grammarly is using over here. You know the code in and out, what thing is coming from where. So it's completely open source. Second, you cannot customize Grammarly. You can customize this. So there is a, I can go on and on. The list is very huge. It's not Grammarly.
Okay. And a follow-up question, Gaurav. Just lost my chain of thought. Okay, I'll come back.
Preeti, we have some questions in the chat. Can you quickly take this? And we have 5 minutes left, so we can wind up.
Yeah, yeah. Indumati is asking, does it report broken links in the content?
Yes, it uses Taper Monkey. So Taper Monkey is kind of a script plugin. So it uses Taper Monkey to report broken links.
Okay. And Ranjit is asking, can we create our own rules?
Yes, you can.
Okay. And Mohita, she is asking, at this time that this tool is checking the content based on the rules given to it, but can it write the content like examples, telling content gaps and tips or notes?
That's a good suggestion. Actually, no, it is not. It cannot give you samples. It cannot give you anything which is not already there in the content, anything extra. But yeah, thank you for the suggestion, Mohita. And for sure, I'll be looking into it and integrating this feature. I'm not sure when, but yeah, thank you.
Akash is asking, does the internal style guidelines needs to be structured as per files available in the rules folder in Python script only?
No, it's what I have done over here is this. So based on my style guide, I have structured it this way. Now what you and it is highly modular. So say for example, there is a title, there is a heading, and under that heading I have 4 subheadings. So that's how I went with the same structure here. And you can use different structure. It ultimately boils down to recognizing the code which is coming from which part of the repository. So if it depends on how familiar or how you like to work. So since I like to basically have very modular approach, so I used this. If you have some different approach, you can use that approach. It's not necessary to write rules in the rules folder itself. You can remove the rules folder, you can create any folder. Just ensure that the functionality is not breaking, because currently the system is checking the rules folder. If you write rules somewhere else, just ensure you tell the APIs to find the rules from that folder, and it's all there in the documentation. So thank you. Yeah.
Thank you. Deepti has a question. Does the tool handle content in tables or images or flowcharts?
Yes, it handles everything. And Shant, as you have mentioned about Whale and MSTP, so we use Whale at Red Hat extensively. Whale is awesome, and you can basically use Whale, customize Whale, and do all sorts of things. The only downside that I see to Whale is you cannot rewrite the content. That's what I have +1 on my uh, tool. So that's +1, and there are a couple of more +1s. Like Whale cannot basically, you have to automatically, you have to customize Whale for all new rule sets. But what I have done is, say for example, Microsoft MSTP got updated, and there is a new rule. So you have to basically manually go to the Whale repository or your local clone, update the rule and republish things. In my case, it is all happening automatically at the back end. No matter how many times the style guides are getting updated, those rules can be caught automatically in this tool. So Whale is a best example, but I have couple of +1s on Whale.
Yeah, Gaurav, I saw those benefits that you mentioned in the presentation. Yeah.
So not a question, Gaurav, but just I think we discussed this before, but I'm forgetting, so that's why I'm asking. So probably like I mean, as this is for overall the style checker and everything that we do as per MSTP. So when we run especially courses for technical writing, where we basically request people to use MSTP considering the global impact. So if I have to ask my students to, use this tool, can they use your repository and, you know, uh, use it as a
I
tool?
think yes. At this point in time, yes. If things change, for sure, I'll let you know. But yes, to answer your question, yes.
Great, thank you.
Deepti, she's asking, is it possible to show a table read?
Yep. Let me show. So I'm going. Currently, what is happening? Let me share my screen. This one, I guess. Come on. So over here, and I'll beautify it a bit. But this is basically a table, as you can see, and it basically is not. It uses pipes as per the Markdown format, but I'll beautify it a bit. And it basically found 7 issues over here: the unnecessary capitalization, sentence may not be in the preferred sense, verbs, abbreviations like MQ. So these abbreviations, and then a score. Like for tables, this score flash score is very important. It shows how readable your table is. So this thing. So this is how table is rendered. It's not a good example, but yeah, it is detecting tables. That's what I was saying. It is detecting tables. I have not tried with flowchart. I mean, so this example does not have any kind of flowchart. If you have flowchart with you, you can test yourselves, I guess, and give feedback to me in the repository directly.
So flowchart, I basically meant, so we typically get use models in the form of images which have flowcharts. So just wanted to see if those can be read, because then it becomes easier to write a description for those flowcharts.
Yeah, flowcharts are compatible. I have don't have an example at this point in time, but yeah, you can test flowcharts and it will detect and suggest, make suggestions, errors, or anything that you want based on flowcharts.
Amazing, thank you. And
Chetan,
the
no.
table that you uploaded.
Yeah. Yeah, please.
Okay, so the table that you just showed to us, this was a part of the file which you
Yeah, this
uploaded,
is,
right?
yeah, yes.
Okay. Okay, good. Thank you.
So Chetan, no, it cannot render text inside images. Yeah, for that, probably I need Sam Altman to help me out. So
Yeah, like image generation is
And
still a
so,
problem in AI. Yeah.
but I'm sure that like actually it's a good thinking point. I think there may be some models, open source model, which can basically help with this one. Like you can upload your image and it can find, scan your image, find that content within the image and give you that content, analyze that content. Actually, it's a good suggestion, I guess. Can be implemented. Thank you. Yeah.
so actually, Gaurav, when I asked for flowcharts, that's what I meant. I mean, flowcharts will have content, right?
So, Deepti,
So,
flowcharts actually, flowcharts can be simple. Say, for example, you have a flowchart in, I'm not sure if you use Miro board or not, but flowcharts can be created in Miro board. And when you copy and paste that Miro board, it does not create images. It's simply a text file which is acting as a flowchart. And
okay.
if you use, say, for example, Figma, again, the images are there, but you can, it's not image precisely. You can copy and paste the content in this tool. If you use,
Okay.
so yeah, coming to the point, images are not supported. So if you have a
Okay.
flowchart within images, they are not supported.
Hmm. Okay, got it. Got it. Thank you.
Preeti, are you there? Are you there? Should we
Yes,
wind?
I think we are done with the questions. Thank you, Gaurav, for that wonderful session. I think everybody will use this Rapid Doc tool now for making their life easy and save time for checking the errors and all that. And they will contact you for any suggestions and all that going forward. I think Gaurav has gone offline.
No, no, I'm here.